What's going on, guys? This is Moto, and this is my new project bike. This is a 1984 Honda CB700SC, and I got it for a sweet deal here in Utah. At least I feel like it was a pretty sweet deal. And the idea behind this, guys, I want to convert this into a scrambler. So I'm going to put some enduro tires on it. I might change the front forks out for a better suspension. And yeah, just do a couple things. Like, I don't want to do anything like too hard off-road, but this would be a fun bike to take with me down to like southern Utah, so that I can cruise around from, I don't know, maybe take it on a dirt road for 20 miles to go to like a hike, or if I need to go from one small town to another, this would be a perfect bike to do it. I think it looks pretty rad. And right now I'm riding through like a polygamous community that's right next to the neighborhood where I live in. So all these homes that you see right here, these are all polygamous people, and you can tell because like this house right there, they don't really have they don't have a driveway, they have a parking lot. So all these houses will have like parking lots around here because they have so many family members. But yeah, like a lot of these guys out here in this neck of the woods, these guys are all polygamous, man. They were the first ones that were out here. I went to Lehigh High School, which is not too far from here. Well, I guess it is kind of far now that I think about it, but all these kids used to have to get bussed into my high school back in the day when I was going to school. But yeah, I just wanted to take the bike out for a ride tonight just because it's such a beautiful day. I haven't had this bike for very long. I've been out of town the last 3 out of the last 4 weeks for work, so I just haven't really got a good chance to ride it too much. I've been riding it just around like my neighborhood. Got it insured, got it registered, all that fun stuff. And yeah, so again, this is a 700. I absolutely love how the engine on this guy sounds. And it's a fun bike to ride for sure. So I'm taking it out for a ride tonight. Today is, let's see, what is today? Today is Tuesday, the 26th, and as of right now I'm scheduled to have my SI joint operated on the 28th, which is 2 days from now. So I'm trying to get out and ride as much as I can on this guy before I have surgery. And I say as of right now because like I haven't got my blood work back, and I know my doctor, my surgeon's been wanting to get my blood work before he operates on me. So I'm hoping I'll get that back in time, and if not, I think it'll be cool. I told like the PA, I'm like, hey, I'm healthy, man. You can cut me open. But yeah, your SI joint is basically a lower back problem that I've had. It's not really like an injury; it's more of a structural thing with me. Just kind of how I'm built, and what they're gonna do, they're gonna fuse it. So they're gonna put 3 bolts through like my hip bone, and they're gonna secure that to they're basically gonna solidify my SI joint, which is a joint that doesn't move too much. But with that said, it's kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie, like, because I don't know what to expect. You know, I hope that this isn't a surgery that I get done and then I'm all like, well, I wish I didn't have that done because it messes me up. But I'm hoping that it will resolve a lot of the issues I've had, especially when it comes to sleeping and being able to lay on my hip. It just doesn't work like it should. And I've been getting cortisone shots in my back. And yeah, I just don't want to have to do that like every 2 months, you know, get big shots in your back to alleviate your pain. And that's the thing that I sold them on this, is that I'll get one of those SI shots, or one of those shots in my back, and it just basically, the next 2 days will kind of suck because I think that the shot inflames like the injury or whatever the problem is down there. And then after that, like, I have no pain for a good couple weeks at least. Sometimes it lasts longer. I think I got a turn right there. And sometimes it doesn't quite last as long, but yeah, if operating's like the way to go and it doesn't mess me up, then I'm willing to take that chance. Just because this has been like a lingering issue that I've had for a good like 8 years. You know, I've had my lower back operated on as well as my hip, and just everything down there has been kind of screwed up through living life. aspects from like the recovery on it. I know what they kind of say, but there's so many aspects to what does recovery mean after having back surgery? Does it mean like recovery to where you're moving around, or to where you're back at work, or to where you're fully healed, or to where you're not on crutches? You know, there's many stages to it. And how I look at it is, I want to be back at work. I'm hoping like the next week, at least doing some calls and webinars from my home. And I would like to get out on the road if I'm not pushing it, if I'm not going to like mess the surgery up more. I'd like to get out on the road and travel back out to Denver for work in the next couple of weeks or 3 weeks, just because I've had such a blast going out there. It's such a fun place. It's a good fresh start for me out there. It's awesome. A lot of cool districts and neighborhoods to go hang out in. Lots of fun restaurants, and the dating scene out there, I'm telling you guys, it's not half bad out there. There's a pretty cool house up here that's straight ahead. It's pretty modern, big. They got that big overlander out in front of it too. There's a lot of really nice homes over here actually. And that's the other thing, is I don't really care for where I live out here. I mean, this is kind of a cooler neighborhood than where I'm at, but I want to move back up closer to like the city. Just kind of like right now, it's just not a good spot for me to be, and I've thought a lot about it, and I'm willing to pull the trigger, man. Get the heck out of here and go see what else is out there for me. I would even be open to moving out of state if I was moving to Colorado for sure. With that said, that would have to have a lot more thought put into it, seeing how I have a son that lives out here. But yeah, life's been peachy, man. So like I said at the very beginning of this video, like my whole goal, or what I want to do with this bike, is I want to convert it into a scrambler bike. So I'm going to put some enduro tires on it. Right now the front and the back tire are only 16 inches, so they're pretty small. It does have pretty good clearance on it. Maybe I would put like some new front suspensions on this, or front forks on it. But all I see that I'm going to do with it is, when I go down to southern Utah, I want a little bit of a bigger bike that I can get on some dirt roads, feel a little bit comfortable going again just on dirt roads, and being able to cruise 20 miles down a road, or be able to get onto a highway and cruise from one side of the park to the next, or go down the highway to a different park. And that's what I envision with this guy. And I'm just gonna have fun with it. I know a lot of people probably say I'm an idiot if I'm gonna like change the bike up, because it's pretty stock right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it has a lot of the parts on it, and it's not half bad. I'll have to show you guys a video of what it looks like. But if I get a scrambler out of this, you know, I got my dirt bike, and then I'd have a scrambler. I would love that. And this is the first time I've been comfortable riding on the road since I got in my wreck a couple years ago, when I shattered my collarbone and broke my wrist. And yeah, I'm just ready to start riding on the road again. It's fun, and it's, you know what, I'm gonna go left. I've never been down this way. So this mountain that you see back out here that has all those fun looking dirt roads to ride, that's all Army land. All Army land. In fact, you can see that sign out there. It's gonna say no trespassing on it, and then it'll have like a warning that there could be like landmines, or it's military land. But a lot of really cool looking places to go ride and go explore is all owned by the military out there, and that's too bad, but you know, it is what it is. But there are a lot of places you can go ride out here too. I got to get back up on my bike. I broke my shifter on it. I need to get that fixed, but I also broke my clutch, and then I was about this close for buying the 300, the 4-stroke, and I held off because I'm going to get the 2-stroke. And that's my plan right now. And I might even keep my 250E, just so I have a 4-stroke, 2-stroke, and a big bike. You know, why not have them all, right?